China turns back to Australian coal. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. We're going to have a look at an article here which is discussing, well, China turning back to Australian coal. Remember, there was a whole lot of concern with regards to, well, China stopping the purchasing of Australian coal, banning our coal, a lot of political hoo-ha. Well, we were all worried, rightly so, because coal is a big part of our economy here. Now, if we jump over here, we can see this is Australia. This is our economic complexity down at negative 0.19. I haven't shown it for a while. We're ranked 79th in the world. Fantastic. But our coal briquettes, they go to Japan, India, China, South Korea, and Taiwan. Okay, that's where they go. It's 18.1% at the time of this data of our exports. And that's a significant part of the economy. Let's compare it to another part of our economy, which is the tourism sector. And you can see here it's a $60.8 billion scale of the economy, so which is also pretty much non-existent right now. So that's kind of why we want iron ore and we want coal to keep going. Now, if we look here at this historic data from China, we can see China's importing, 19 billion coal. It's probably gone up. Majority of that was coming from Australia. So, of course, impacting imports from Australia is certainly going to play a role. So let's jump here and have a look at this article, everyone. So China turns to stranded Australian coal to combat their power crunch. So China is releasing Australian coal from bonded storage despite a nearly year-long unofficial import ban on the fuel. It comes as the nation scrambles to ease a power crunch stemming from a coal shortage, according to traders familiar with the matter. The power crunch in the world's top consumer of coal is due to strong demand from manufacturers, industry and households, which has pushed prices to record highs and triggered widespread curbs. Well, let's look right now. We'll jump over to Trading Economics, guys. Let's have a look at the coal commodity price. And we can see here we're sitting at $235 USD a ton. So it's come down from 267. I mean, this is insane, everyone. Over $200 a ton. Now, if we go here to all data, further back you go. I mean, around here, we were working on coal mines. And because the price of coal was so high, you could really push the design and quality of what you got. An estimated 1 million tons of Australian coal had stayed in bonded warehouses along China's coast, uncleared by custom since Beijing's unofficial ban was imposed last October, a trading executive said. Some of the Australian coal stuck at Chinese ports started to be released at the end of last month, though many of those cargo loads had already been diverted to markets like India, the trader based in eastern China said. A second trader said the release from bonded storage would start this week. Top economic planner, the National Development and Reform Commission, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. While China has urged top miners to boost output and told power operators to step up coal imports in an orderly manner to ease the supply squeeze, it has refrained from directly resuming imports from Australia, formerly its number 2 supplier after Indonesia. However, at 1 million tons, or the equivalent of just 1 day of China's coal imports, the stock's release would do little to quench the market's thirst for coal. Without resuming Australian coal imports, the supply shortage will be here to stay for a long time, as it takes time to boost domestic production after nearly 5 years of output curbs, a third Beijing-based trader said. I'm not optimistic the shortage will last at least through the fourth quarter and possibly till after February or March, when the heating season ends. Now, that's the big concern, everyone, that we're going to see issues with regards to. I'm worried that this whole push to carbon neutral 2050 is going to be the next great leap forward. That's what I'm really scared about. That's what I can see happening in China. I can see happening in the rest of the world. Because that's what's happening, guys. You know, what are they looking for? What is China trying to secure? More coal, more natural resources to keep their people alive, not solar panels. Experts from other key suppliers such as Russia and Mongolia have been curtailed by limited rail capacity, while shipments from Indonesia have been hindered by rainy weather, traders said. That led utility operators such as Eastern China's Zhejiang Energy to bring in the first thermal coal imports from Kazakhstan on Monday, following its first imports of US thermal coal in June and July. China imported 197.69 million tons in the first 8 months of 2021, down 10% for the year, but August coal imports rose by more than a third on tight domestic supply. To ease the supply strain, China State Railway Group pledged on Tuesday to allot more freight capacity to ensure coal inventories were sufficient for 14.4 days of use at 363 power plants with direct rail access, state media said. Abhinav Gupta, a dry bulk shipping analyst at Braemar ACM Shipbroking in Perth, said his company could confirm the discharge of Australian coal in China. Based on our cargo tracking system, we can see about 420,000 metric tons of Australian coal discharging in China in July and August 2021, which was loaded in 2020. In addition, another 55,000 metric tons was discharged in July 2021, which was loaded in May 2021, Mr. Gupta told the ABC. However, Mr. Gupta said it was unclear how the Australian coal had been used, adding that China was looking at multiple sources overseas. It is unclear if it's been sent to warehousing for stockpiling or been released to end users, such as power plants. China has been pushing other suppliers to meet its demands. However, there are challenges such as rains in Indonesia, Russian coal being more in demand in Europe. A DFAT spokesperson said clearance of thermal coal in Australia, originally through Chinese customs, is managed by China and is conducted through private contractual arrangements. Australia's coal exporters are competitive and reliable suppliers of high-quality coal to global markets, everyone. So there we have it, guys. There we have it. Chinese, turning back to Australian coal. Well, let's have a discussion about that one, everyone. So it looks like what we're seeing here is, the media having a bit of fun. They're releasing some coal which is in storage and stockpile. It's probably going to get shipped to other countries, other destinations, already been sold, just being released. Even if they were using it, it would barely make a dent in any of their issues. So, I know it sounds good. I know Australians we like to say, oh, look, they're paying the price for their arrogance. They're having to resort to our Aussie coal. It's not happening. It's not happening at all. They're not using it. They haven't really taken advantage of it. It's still sitting there. They may get shipped around. We'll have to see. Until they officially open and start importing it more, then we can say that. And then prices will probably ease from over $200 a ton, which is insane for coal. But notice, they're not looking for more solar panels. They're not installing wind farms. If anyone could do it real quick, it'd be the Chinese. They'd be going nuts. No, they need reliable power, everyone. That's what they need. So let's have a look at some of your comments, guys. Dexter 22,000 is saying Australia should now charge them double the price. Yeah, it won't work. They'll be able to source it from other countries and other locations. You saw China. Let's have a look. Let's look at coal briquettes. So with regards to economic complexity, they're at this time they're ranked 18th. With world trade, they're 18th in the world. Economic complexity, they're not very complex. The product, it's negative 1.68, so they're 909th in the world. Coal is not a very complex product. Coal briquettes, people have been using it forever, pretty much. Well, most people have. If we have a look down here, come on. So we're the biggest exporter of coal, at least at this time, 40%. Then you've got Russia, you've got Indonesia. Where's Kazakhstan? Russia, Netherlands, Portland. Doesn't really rank, does it? Let's have a look here. Belarus. We want Asia. Mongolia, Indonesia, China's an exporter. Kazakhstan, there you go. 2.15. And look where their coal's going. Russia, Ukraine, Germany. Now it's going to China. We have a look at Russia. They're sending some to China. So it's not just all Australia, guys. Sure, we're a big chunk of it. We've got a good product, but we're not going to have, maybe we should get in bed with the Russians, the Chinese, and the Indonesians to kind of create our own coal conglomerate and control the prices. What do you think? So honestly, this looks like, the media having a bit of fun. They're not really turning to stranded Australian coal. It's not really happening. Hopefully it would. I really hope the Chinese people, the citizens, don't bear the burden of this, but I suspect that's what's going to happen. So what do you think, everyone? Are you all surprised? We'll have to see. You buying in coal mines, guys? Let me know in the comments your favorite Australian coal mines. We'll have to have a look. So, thanks for watching. Thank you all for watching this episode of HeiseSays. If you're a fan of the channel and you want to support us, there are a few ways you can. If you want to take part in the discussions that we have in the discussion section of the live stream, you can join us on the Twitch channel or on the YouTube channel to catch the live streams as I record it. Now, this is a separate HeiseSays live YouTube channel. You can find it in the links below. If you want to support us a little bit extra, there are a few ways you can. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon, sign up for SelfWealth or Stake, use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve or AussieBroadband, buy our merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Thank you to everyone who joined me and helped keep me company for the live stream this morning. Take care and have a great day.